I've got a quick question to ask you before we begin this video. And the question is, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? Probably not. You don't have to answer it. Oh, welcome back, my friend, to those trades that never end. I was checking on the old SPY trades, the SPY with my little eye. These are our 14 days to expirations spreadsheet. I had an experiment before with the 0 and 1 day to expiration trades. And we did fine. Like, what would we do? What did we end up on those? We did fine. Let's see here. Where are we at? All the way down here. So we ended up netting $1,016 on those trades with our experiment on the 0 day and the 1 day to expiration. But it just wasn't my style, wasn't my personality type that got along very well with the 0 day and the 1 day. So I'm like, let's try a different experiment. So we went to the 14 days to expiration, and it's probably because the market has cooperated directly with this strategy, but we've been doing pretty good. So far, so good. We're celebrating basically 1 month now. Our first trade was on April 13th, and today is May 12th. We have currently one, two, three, four, five, six. I have 6 open strategies. All the rest have all been closed. None of them have made it to expiration. I've closed them all early. And we have been, where are we overall? I think we should be around $4,000. So we are currently net $4,056. That's probably about to change because there's a couple of these open trades that I'd like to close out now. But if you were to look at, hey, how about $4,000 a month? I don't think anyone would say no to that. I know I wouldn't. I have 2. So if you look at the details of this call credit spread, the short leg is at a 420 and the long is at a 430. So it's 10 wide. So I look at it like this. So it's 10 would be 1,000 because it's 100 shares times 5. That's how many contracts. So the collateral is $5,000. That's how I do or attempt the simple math in my buzzy brain. I'd like to get that one off the board. It should be enough in the profit to do so. And then there's one other 420 I'd like to take off the board. All the rest of them are what? 424 and higher on the short side of the credit spread. So those are just fine with me. But if we look here, and I did put on the Qs, the QQ and the Q, it's the old NASDAQ ETF. I tried to put on a call credit spread, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes ago at 333/335, and it was seriously within seconds of me clicking the button. Q took the midnight train going anywhere if anywhere was down. So that's why it hasn't filled. We'll see if there's a rally. It looks, I'm looking over. I now have the Big Mac is in the office now in the Fortress of Solitude because Kid One is in Wyoming, and she basically commandeered the Big Mac, put that in her room, and I've never seen it since then. So now that she's gone, I took it back. Let me refresh the screen on that. She was using it for college, for when she had all the Zoom classes, when all the COVID and otherwise was going on. So I've got the Qs up and SPY up on the other screen, and they're both running red or running green, baby. Let it ride. Let it go. QQQ currently at 323.51 and SPY at 409.77, but they're both running green candles right now. But I'd like to close. So that may or may not, probably won't be filled at that number. We may look at the end of the day trade with a SPY trade. I'll probably have to adjust that to get it filled. But I wanted to try to close out those 420s on the SPY. And here's the one right here, the 420/430. It has an expiration of May 18th, 5 contracts, currently meeting both of our requirements, which is 100 plus net and over 50% into the profit. So let's see what we can do to close that right here and right now. Okay, something is malfunctioning because it's showing a 0 bid and a 0 ask. So we collected 220 and the 5. Let's refresh. Refresh, fresh, exciting. Let's see if we can get this thing going here. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. So it will probably have to be full boat at 11 cents to get those 5 filled. So that would be $55 cost against our 225 that we collected. But I'm fine with closing that right now, releasing the $5,000 in collateral. And what are you waiting for there, Spanky? Go ahead and fill. Go ahead and close. I mean, that's not a very wide bid and ask, and I gave you all that you asked for. I'm always giving you what you want, and I never get anything in return. Except for fun and excitement and a couple dollar bills from time to time. So come on, you could do it. So let's leave that up for a momentary moment while we look at the other 420 to close. So that one's on the board. Yes, it is. And where's our other 420? So hopefully that one will close at any moment now. And we'll look at the next one. Where is it at? There it is. There is the 420/422. Should we leave that? I know this one actually is on $600 collateral, so that's a pretty good return. That's over 10% in just a few days. So let's see if we can close it down as well. It looks like it's going to cost us $16 per, and there's 3 of them. So that's 32, carry the 148. It's still profit though, isn't it? It is still profit. And around here, we know that we never go broke pocketing the profit, putting the profit into our pockets. And that one filled right away. So there is $48. Let's just do some math. Let's do the math on that. It should arrive shortly. There it is. So we have 123 minus the $48 we just paid to close it. So it's $75 net profit on $65 bills. So that's 12.5% return just right there on the top. And did we just put that on May 9th? That's what it says. It says May 9th right there. May 9th. That's 3 days. So divided by 3 and then multiplied by 365 is our Fantasyland math of 1,520% return on the collateral. So again, these are trades that are doing very well until they're not. Wow, wow, wow. So looking over at the Big Mac over there, I see that after some big candles up, a couple big candles down, but hey, another big green coming up. So it's a battle. It is a battle of attrition between the Bears and the Bulls. Hey, those are both Chicago teams, by the by. Let's check to see if the other one is closed. I don't know what is going on. Why haven't you closed here? Filled order. Okay, it has been filled. So we're good to go there. Very nice. That has been filled. So that's off the board. So we'll go back to the SPY. So both of the 420s, I will go in here, fill out all the details, and those will be closed now as well. So I am excited about that. Thank you for tuning in. We got a little bit. Do we have any maintenance to do here? I know I'm on the edge of glory here on Caterpillar. So Bank of America, that'll ride out into the sunset. Caterpillar is under pressure. Right now, our 207.50 short leg is under pressure, less than $1 away. It's at 208.37 Caterpillar trading at. So we'll keep an eye on that as long as we can stay as long as we can stay above 208, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna get nervous. I'm not nervous right now. The Dow trade, it's under pressure too, but it's showing a better number. It's only at 52.14 and we're at 52, so we got to keep an eye on that as well. The Devon calls, will let those right off into the sunset. Same with the EOG Resources and Ford. Home Depot says it's at 100%, but it would still cost us, probably $4, $8 to close. So we'll let that right off into the sunset. The Johnson & Johnson, we're going to roll that. I may even roll it down to the 162.50 for next week, collect some more dollar bills. Same with Coca-Cola, looking to roll that. Oh, that's riding high. It got up over $64. Over $64 bills on the Coca-Cola. So we will roll that as well. Valero, that'll ride off into the sunset. This call credit spread on Walgreens, though, that thing has got to be underwater. Why is it showing that it's still plus? Yeah, it's at 30.91. Walgreens is currently trading at 30.92, and our short leg's at 31. So we got to be careful, because what will happen is that what will happen is Robinhood will try to close that for me. And if they closed it at the 14 right now, 14 at 5 contracts, that'd be $70. And I think I collected less than that. Yeah, 60. So we'd be 10 into the red. So we're going to be rooting on Walgreens. We're going to be rooting on Walgreens to finish up or get up soon over 31. Because, yeah, there's not much action left here on this 29.50 put. If we were to sell those closed, we'd probably make $5 and then could roll this out. We'll just decide. We'll decide soon. We will decide soon. Walmart will run out into the sunset, and then that will be it for today's action. And then at the end of the day, my plan will be to look at some cues for a call credit spread, and of course the SPY trade of the day. So that's where we're at right now. I'll see you real soon. Like, subscribe, comment, share with a lovable friend, and I'll see you in the next video.